Hey guys, what's going on? Hope you're all doing well today. If you're going for any shard pulls, best of luck. Hopefully you get something you're going for and it doesn't take very many shards for you. But what I want to talk about today is UDK. So we have this champion training tournament. I'm not going to go into how you can win this. If you want to see a video on that, let me know in the comment section. I'll look through the comments, and if it's something you're interested in, I'll do a more in-depth video. But essentially, just a quick breakdown if you want to win this soul. One, I think UDK is very much worth getting a soul for. Specifically, a 5-star soul is incredible for him. I have 2 different builds I want to showcase today. I'm actually going to test a new build out that I'm going to talk about a little bit later on, but we're going to do some live arena matches to test this out in real time. We got a little bit longer left in live arena, so I'm looking forward to testing it. I've actually never tried this new build before. But the 5-star soul gives him extra accuracy and resistance, which are both things that are massive for UDK. Even going to the 4 stars, extra crit damage, which will play a big role here very soon as well. So if you have the resources, I think UDK is an incredible champion to pick up a 5-star soul for. Now, if you want to win this event, what I'm going to recommend you do, and for future champion training events, is essentially save up like 5-star level 1 champions so you can dump some brews into them. I have an efficient brews page in my Discord. If you want that, just go over in the Discord, shoot me a message, and I can send that over to you. But basically for 5-star champions, I believe you're going to want to do 5 brews. It gets them to about level 25, I believe, and it's going to give you a good chunk of points. You can do this pretty quickly, get a lot of points very fast, and actually no, maybe it's 6. Either way, you can get a lot of points really fast, and it's going to be free energy. And then you can level up your lower champions, get them up, take your 3-star champions up a little bit before you feed them. Always level champions before you feed them. Like I said, if you want a more in-depth video, I can do that. But today, I want to showcase my current UDK build, and then I want to change him and test out a new UDK build. So currently, he's in 6-piece Stone Skin plus 2 pieces of Frostbite. I cannot tell you how many times that 2-piece Frostbite, this seemingly small 15% chance to place 10% chance to place freeze, actually activates. Now, we pair that with Fearsome Presence, which is going to increase the chance even higher. You pair that also with Polymorph, which Fearsome Presence does increase the chance to place the sheep from Polymorph as well. So now we're having an increased chance to do a lot of very impactful crowd control on enemy teams. So UDK is standing there in Live Arena, Classic Arena, wherever it may be, but probably just those 2 areas, honestly. UDK in general dungeon content is really just a headache. He's slow everywhere, but in Arena, he is so good. So Frostbite plus Polymorph makes it super annoying for the enemy teams. If you're able to pair it with a Revenge accessory, it's really good also because his A1 places Provoke. He has a chance to counterattack, but it's kind of up to you. Blood Shield is really good against like Georges and things like that where they can just blast through your Stone Skin. It's definitely saved me. So Blood Shield or Revenge, both fantastic. But as far as the pieces, with this build, I'm looking to push as much resistance and good accuracy as possible. I'll show you my stats in just a moment, but when I had originally built him, I was trying to resist things like Armons doing the sheep and trying to resist Wukong. Now, you may not have the gear to actually resist all that stuff, so then maybe you can try out the second build, which I'm going to talk about after we showcase this first one. So right now, he's 108,000 HP, 5,200 defense, low speed. We don't want any speed. Honestly, he's too fast. he needs less speed. 34 speed from artifacts, it's too much. We have pretty good resistance, but honestly, my Armons can sheep this UDK no problem. So my UDK is kind of fallen back. Like, he was really well built for a while, but now he's kind of slipping. Not gonna lie. I would need probably 800, almost 850 to actually consistently resist Armons. Like, my Armons is still gonna sheep my UDK because resistance is less valuable than accuracy. But let's jump into a match real quick and showcase how this UDK works. So this UDK is specifically used to just meat shield for the rest of my team. I'm going to try to set this up to where it makes sense, but champions like Sun Wukong, champions like Rotos, well, Rotos gets countered hard by UDK, so picking UDK makes my Rotos pretty much safe, but he's incredible, so good. Let's go ahead and go with Siphi Crixia. Crixia is incredible, so I have to pick her some. I'm going to try to pick UDK this next one, but we'll see. Siphi is a really good champion for the enemy to pick UDK as well, because what happens is Siphi can't sleep people, because the UDK is just going to take that A1 skill. Also, Odin's single target, that nuke hit, actually redirects to UDK as well. I actually played this guy earlier. So let's go with UDK this time. as well as there's a Mikage, which is actually pretty nasty versus Crixia. We'll pick up a Rotos here. Or Sun Wukong. Actually, let's go Sun Wukong. Sun Wukong is going to bring an aura, a speed aura, which is going to be really good for me. I can get my Crixia and Siphi a little bit faster. But some cool things you're going to see with this UDK and Polymorph is a chance to, which, by the way, if you have a 5-star, you want to make sure you have accuracy on the UDK. So this build makes sense with Polymorph. The next one may not. Remember, there will be a second build coming up very soon. Then Rotos. So we have Siphi, who's going to be doing the buffs. They're going to ban Crixia. Yeah, I already knew that. Narcisse is very good versus Siphi. So what I may actually do here is just sleep the Mikage so I don't have 3 buffs. And then I can actually just not be weak to the Narcisse, not be weaker to the Narcisse than I need to be. This may not be a fantastic showcase of the UDK. This one I've showed before, though. The next one is where I'm going to spend a little bit more time diving into and really just testing it more thoroughly. It's the build that I think I'm going to switch to probably for the near future. And there we go. That was maybe from UDK. Actually, I don't know where it was from, but Taras got sheeped. We could say it was from UDK. Either way, Polymorph, pretty solid. Assuming you have accuracy. If you don't have accuracy on him, it's not going to do very much. My Siphi didn't place anything, so that's actually very unfortunate. What, did I try to do an A2? Well, I'm very glad that didn't work. All right, so we don't want to steal everything. There's no reason to do that. I'm just going to blast this Mikage. Okay? Didn't kill her, obviously. But that's actually fine. I don't really care that he killed her. I don't want to steal the stuff because if I stole the stuff, if I didn't steal the Stone Skin, then Narcisse would just block revived, and then it would be over. Like, UDK here is going to be protecting my Wukong, essentially, and then Wukong's just never going to be block revived. As long as I keep the 3 buffs off of him, he's going to be good. Now, this is a pretty fast fight, but the purpose of UDK still stands. Like, there we go. Actually got a freeze from the UDK. So the ability of, there's no reason to do that. Frostbite is just so good on UDK for just little things like that. Now, granted, it does open up to being polymorphed, which is never great. But now we didn't quite provoke him, unfortunately, but it's not a huge deal. We're not going to do no sleeps either. We just can't. But he also can't kill me. So it's okay. Let's check this out. We get an extra turn here. Fantastic. We're not going to kill... Oh, we actually did kill him. Wow. So now, even if the Taras was to kill my Rotos, UDK just chilling, protecting my Sun Wukong, it's going to allow him to keep rezzing over and over and over and over. You've already faced it before. You faced a UDK where they just keep blocking anybody from doing like any block revive, getting through, finishing the match. They just are stalling, basically. And Sun Wukong just keep coming back. Now, I want to switch over the build to something else. And this is where the 5-star is going to become that much more important. So if you're somebody who is sitting on a 1, 2, 3-star UDK and you're debating, should I go for this, should I not? Well, first, we got all these rewards on the side, which are pretty good. And if your bracket's not super competitive, which honestly, I kind of doubt most brackets are very competitive because a lot of players already have a 5-star UDK from previous events. So you may have a really good chance at getting this. But this new build is going to be a damage dealing build. So I was watching a video from Ash where he was talking to Cruisin', and Cruisin' was talking about how he uses a nuke UDK. So I checked it out, and I can actually build a pretty solid nuke UDK, and I want to give it a shot. I think it's a really good idea. I think it's really cool, especially considering I am not able to resist most Armonses or Sun Wukongs from sheeping me now. Nuke build could be pretty sweet. Now, nuke UDK, both those. Let's go ahead and swap this over. Actually, we'll use that because I'm pretty broke. So now we're going to have 87,000 HP. So a pretty decent HP drop, but a good defense boost. A little bit of a speed boost, not intentional. I don't actually want any more speed. That's what I'll take. The 5-star is giving, the 4-star is giving us crit damage, which is awesome. So we have some extra crit damage there. And then masteries, I'm going to reset these as well, which I may actually need to re-optimize my stuff because I have a little bit too much crit rate. But these are the masters I'm going for. We're going to pick up some crit rate, extra crit damage, of course. We're going to pick up the increased damage to targets under 40% HP. This one probably won't be used that much, honestly, because most champions are probably going to have less HP than us. This is good. Maybe I go this or this. Actually, let's go this because whenever UDK shines, it's whenever there's less allies alive. So we'll try that out. And then we'll go Helm Smasher. And then from here, we'll pick up extra defense. Why not? Then we'll pick up some extra shields and heals. Both great things. And then a bunch of counterattacks. Now, this UDK build doesn't have a ton of accuracy. We have 287, so Polymorph may not be great to have on him. I can glyph some more accuracy. For the sake of this, I'm not going to glyph any speed anywhere. This actually could be maybe a little bit better. This defense is really good. So we want defense ascensions wherever possible. HP percentage is great. Both those things are really good. Defense is what he's going to be doing damage off of anyways. If I could get a little bit less crit rate on something, that'd be fantastic. But I mean, these are good pieces. Actually, this helmet. Let's see. Priority stats. For a helmet, stone skin. Okay, so let's see. We're going to go with some crit rate as well. But I can drop a little bit of... Okay, so I could drop a little... it's not really great, honestly. Crit rate, defense, no. I want something that's high defense, but also has some crit rate, so I still have 100% crit, of course. This helmet from Hefrak's pretty good. We don't need to gain anything there, though. We lose too much crit damage, lose crit damage, lose crit damage. I don't want to lose any crit damage. That seems a little backward. Yeah, so probably won't be going with any of this just yet. I might optimize the gear more a little bit later on. There's no, I guess, real reason to jump in here and try to fully optimize it just yet. Well, try to squeeze even a tiny bit more out of it. No real sense in that. I do like the boosted HP, though. I could go for defense boots and have an even bigger defense pool, and make him do more damage. But the issue there would be that now my stone skin isn't going to be protecting as much, because stone skin is based off of your HP pool. So in this way, I'm looking pretty decent. Now, if this was to roll into like crit rate, maybe it's something I'll look into in the future. But 12,000 HP dropped, it's quite a bit. I mean, it's also a pretty big defense boost as well. Let's see. So it's an extra 500. But yeah, 74,000 HP. I really like 86,000. Let's give it a shot. Oh, and by the way, with this build, 6P stone skin I think's utmost priority. And then I would really try to get retaliation on there. Cruiser mentions it. Also, the counterattack just makes a huge difference. He's getting hit all the time, so a 15% chance to counterattack when hit is huge. But then you pair that with a revenge accessory as well. Now he has essentially a 20% chance to counterattack when hit, which is very, very helpful. So he should be counterattacking a lot, plus placing a provoke, which is something you have to weigh out for yourself. Is it worth keeping it's not provoke, well, provoke plus the polymorph on him, which, to be fair, I may just get rid of the polymorph on him. Maybe go for life harvest, or maybe go for, may just be the best one, honestly. Life harvest is always good for those longer fights. We'll see how this works out, though. The nuke UDK, maybe get 1 or 2 fights in, be pretty sweet. Might try them out in some classic arena as well. This one's going to be more noticeable in how it performs, whereas the other setup, maybe not so much. Because the other one, thankfully, we had one good showing with the Frostbite set, actually proccing, plus him placing his provoke, and then maybe getting the polymorph on the Taras. This is going to be a really good example, though, because I don't like Marius. I also don't like Armands. My UDK is not good versus Armands, but he really wasn't good versus him before anyways, so I guess that is what it is. So we're going to throw in UDK, and then with Marius, I guess we'll go Wukong, because this is still a very good combo. If Marius doesn't strip UDK, which he's going to, and dropping the build into less resistance is going to allow that Marius to actually strip me. I could throw a little bit more resistance on him. Maybe try to get him like 500 or 600. That could be a decent idea. I'm still working out this build, so if you guys have a UDK built in damage dealer mode, let me know how you have him built. What kind of resistance do you have? Because resistance could make the difference in this. So we have a Torment pick. Makes me think that he's going to try to ban... Actually, no, if he bans a Siphi, then it won't really matter. We'll go Rotos, I guess. I don't think anybody else really is a great option here. I could go Nishak, but he's just going to get outsped, so it's really all we got to do here. I would like to get 2 matches in. Yeah, we got 10 minutes. We should be fine. Now, this comes down to, am I faster than the Mikage? It's a slight chance. My Crixia is 330, 340-ish, so maybe not. Okay, she's not. Now, the issue with Mikage is if she switches forms, she's going to remove the intercept from my Mikage, so my Crixia, and then I'm going to get polymorphed. basically without a doubt. If I don't get polymorphed, then I'm good though. Okay, that's actually huge. Honestly, massive. So we'll just kill the Elva. And then, doesn't he do a hit if like I get extra turn or something? No, he would have already done that if that's the case. So now let's do the A3, lock everybody out. Boom, that is fantastic, honestly. So now he can only do that A1 skill. UDK going in with an 18,000 damage smack. Blast the Lady Mikage. UDK did a solid chunk of damage, 18k with one A1. Now, we didn't get to see much more than that, unfortunately, but he kind of hit the horse. I guess we call that beating a dead horse, right? So stupid. All right, let's go. Armons. But man, I'm really enjoying Crixia. It is so cool to finally have a mythical. And I'm very thankful that I pulled one that I can actually use. There's a lot that I would not be using for sure. Now for this, we're going to go Crixia again. I'm going to go Somukong. Somukong is so good because now they ban Armons. I still have a speed order to go with Crixia, so I can be competitive with the speed. I'm not going to be winning the speed race by no means, but I can be competitive. I should have picked my UDK possibly. Siphi is a very good champion for me to pick UDK into. Very good. Now, we'll go Rhodos again. So at the moment, Warlord's looking like a high ban target. The highest of ban targets, actually. Armon's ban, almost guaranteed. Lazarius is kind of nasty. Definitely do some work against Crixia for sure. Stripper. Okay. Oh, wow. Goes with the Rhodos ban. That's actually... why do that? Why the Rhodos ban, I wonder? Honestly, I don't know if I even need to ban Warlord because I could just switch forms with Crixia and reset everybody's cooldown. Why did I do that? Not a big deal, but sweet, my Crixia did not get stripped and neither did my Armons. That is beautiful. So we'll just sheep the lion. Oh, what? Resisted? What in what world? In what world do we get resisted from that? What? All right, go ahead and get my UDK. Let him do some counterattack. Let me see that smack from UDK. There we go. One counterattack. 18k. Boom, 16k. I mean, that's putting up some damage. Let's see what this hits for. The A2 skill. 27. I mean, UDK almost took on their whole team just now. That is actually pretty sweet. We may get one more fight after this. And remember, with his passive skill, the longer the fight goes on, like if he kills everybody on my team, it's not a huge deal because UDK is going to start going crazy. Okay? So we still have that stone skin, which is huge. All right? We're not getting no counterattacks just yet, though, unfortunately. But Wukong will be back eventually. Boom. 1300. We just need that stone skin to stay up. All right, so let's go ahead and hit the... Dang, 48k, wow. So I really want to kill him. I also don't want Siphi to res. I was hoping something else would happen there, but not the best. I don't think the Leoris has popped the... what's it called? Unkillable yet. Oh, man. So he got blasted there by the Lazarius. That's okay, though. Wukong did... I mean, UDK did some really good damage there. If I paid attention to the Leorius, and if he actually did his stuff, then fine. I'm really surprised he resisted my Armons. What the heck? Is it because of the block damage being protected? I wouldn't think. Oh, sorry. The block debuffs? All right, so we're going to go UDK pick early here. And then we'll go Siphi as well. Actually, let's go for the Crixia. But yeah, he did some good damage. 48k from a UDK hit. Pretty cool. Gives him some different utility. Not for sure which one would be my favorite. Continue trying both for sure. But a 48k hit is pretty sweet. And then his passive. I'll show you guys that after we finish here. All right, so block debuffs. We have it from Crixia, which is great. We'll go Siphi, and then... Actually, no, we can't do that. What am I thinking? We'll have to go Narcisse plus... That's a good question. Who else can I go here? I could go Nishak and ban the Marichka, but then they're just going to res, and it's kind of weird. I don't have a great nuker that I really want to use, honestly. I think my Rhonda's built. Let's go check real quick. Yes, she is built. Not great, but she is built. And I really doubt my Narcisse is going to get banned. I would have loved to have had one of these two champs, though, honestly. He's got 3 damage dealers. Right now, UDK is like a huge target for him. Like, he just bans a UDK, and then he's going to mess me up pretty bad. I think I just ban Marichka here, though. Because UDK is great versus Siegfried, great versus Rhodos, and great versus Wukong. He has to ban the UDK. He doesn't. Okay, so maybe the Wukong's support Wukong. If that's the case, I'm just going to sheep the Wukong and not get polymorphed to my UDK. Yeah, that's actually probably the case. He is probably a support Wukong. Don't see that very often, but that is the case. Now, if he sheeps UDK, oh, he goes, okay. That's actually not a huge deal. Who do I sheep here? I don't even know. Do I even need to sheep anybody? I don't guess so. I don't really have any buffs or anything like that to worry about, honestly. We'll just try to lock Rhodos out from something. I don't really want to do the A2. I kind of just want to kill the Rotos. There we go. Excellent. And then this. Great. Now, I kind of got to juggle the Arbiter. And I don't know if she'll get a turn right here or not. Okay. She did get a turn before I get my turn. So she may actually get this res off. Unless I increase her cooldown. There we go. Sweet. I was hoping to increase the cooldown of the Arbiter. But man, I might not get any fights to actually showcase UDK. We got 2 wins, which is awesome. But let's get another one to try to showcase this UDK well. Armand's. If not, though, we'll jump into some regular arena and showcase him from there. See how much damage he actually does compared to, well, I guess everybody else. Just see what damage he does. I know getting the counterattacks is awesome. 20% chance to counterattack, basically. Oh, good old Marius again. So with the Marius pick, we're going to go Crixia plus. Let's actually go ahead and go for the UDK pick. Just because he has a Siphi, I'll go ahead and pick UDK. And Crixie is great. I'm going to go for Wukong as well. Okay, beautiful. I can actually get the Wukong here. And we'll pick up the Rhodos. So they got the Narcisse plus Ancora, which is a nasty combo. I don't have very many buffs, though. So as long as my UDK doesn't steal their buffs, we're going to be fine as far as that stuff goes. We have no turn meter decreases, so Marius isn't... Actually, no, take it back. We do have a turn meter decrease in Armand's, but shouldn't be a huge deal. He may actually ban the Crixia over Armand's. But Marius is usually in Stone Skin. So assuming he is, then I'll just steal everyone else's turn meter and then sheep the horse. Right? Right. Or I could just get rid of him. Just ban the horse. And then just juggle these 3 characters. Why not, right? Let's do that. I mean, Narcisse isn't going to get through UDK. Not anytime soon, right? All I have to do is not place 3 buffs on Wukong. And Narcisse isn't going to block revive on him. I'll get to lock them out. They'll have cooldown reductions and stuff. But Marius, I think, is definitely the most threatening of the bunch. Good. Now, she can use the A1 and get somebody over to Rhodos and start messing him up a little bit. Siphi's not really the one they wanted to go for, probably. Maybe he goes for the A2 here. I know he goes... Oh, okay. I want to see my UDK do something good. Now, of course, she's going to res, and then Ancora's going to res. Okay, so... I guess I just go for a kill on him. All right, UDK. I want to see you get at least one hit off, bud. Okay, here we go. A2. We have any polymorphs over there? No, so we're good. A2, see what it hits for. We have no increased defense up. 30K? That's a pretty big A1. Okay, well, that was very unimpactful. She's already used her A2. Right? No, well, yeah, she already buffed up, so no real reason to lock her out from that. And then Wukong will be right back, so I don't really care too much about that situation either. So we'll just place block buffs on them all. So even if she could buff, she can't now. Marichka's back. Not great. Really not great. This is a situation for sure. Let's actually try to provoke the Narcies. Oh, it won't matter actually. Dang, I shouldn't have done that. That was silly. Because the Narcies would have just gotten the provoke cleanse from him anyways. Here he goes. So he's gonna do something to mess me up here for sure. Got a counterattack. No damage there, basically. I played around with him too long trying to showcase the UDK. I definitely could have won that fight, but I was trying to showcase this UDK too much. Okay, he's a sleepy boy UDK this time. That shield is making me do no damage. Oh, there we go, dead. All right, do we got time for no more. So we got 2 losses in this. I think 2 wins, something like that. That was rough because I could have definitely won that had I just not worried about trying to showcase UDK. But let's jump into some classic arena and see if we can showcase UDK here. So let's do this. UDK just against, actually, well, the R1's isn't gonna be great. We'll go Siphi, UDK, Rotos, I guess. Actually, no, just go Siphi and UDK just to see how much he hits for. It's difficult to showcase versus some of these teams because there's a very, very big variety of teams we'll be going against. So counterattack, 30K. Is he going to be your only nuker? Absolutely not. No, that's a horrible idea. But can he do some damage? Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's just whacked the Armons down. Come here for this A2. Dang. It's actually pretty impressive. So, is he going to be your sole nuker? Hopefully not. Like, that's a bad idea. But he can definitely do some damage to people. Especially as the fight goes on, he's going to be getting his stats boosted up by that passive skill. Right? So, his passive says that whenever increases champions HP, defense, and speed by 10% for each dead ally. So 10, 20, 30%? 30% increases? Pretty good. Pretty good stuff. He won't be going that fast because he doesn't have that much speed to begin with. Keep him pretty slow. But everything else will look pretty good. So there's some thoughts, guys. There's solid damage dealing UDK builds. There's solid support builds. I'm a huge fan of Frostbite and support. I've used support literally forever until today, basically. So either one I think is a fantastic option and can give you great success. He's a very good champion. Counters so many champions very well in the arena. Very annoying to deal with, but you already know that. Like if you've gone against UDK before, you definitely have gone against him. And he's a very annoying champion to deal with. Let's go against somebody who's actually going to have some progress. Level 100 ideally. Don't really want to go against an Armons because it's getting sheeped. But let's actually just sleep him. Wait for this counterattack to pop off. Actually, he's just soaking those hits. The Armons does his thing. Go for the A2. Big hit. Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big hit. And he gets sheeped. I knew that was going to happen. That daggone sheep. Not a huge deal, really. But still kind of annoying. Because he'll be out of it eventually. And the Rotos and everybody's still going to hit him weak. Because he has so much defense. There we go. We kill him. 25K. Okay, if Rotos gets a weak hit, then we're safe. But no weak hit, we are not safe. Okay, yeah. Gets smacked down by that Harima. Of course, just 2 people here. It's not really going to work out great, but you get the idea. Definitely go for this soul for UDK if you can. I think it's a fantastic opportunity to pick up this 5-star soul. Hopefully your bracket's not super competitive. I kind of doubt most people's are. Like this one is, there's just nobody competing for it. I don't need the soul. I mean, what do 5-star souls sell for in the market? Like, I don't want to sell a 5-star soul, but that's almost worth it as well, honestly, just to go for it. So this is 380 for a 6-star epic. What's a 4-star? 150? So maybe somewhere between 150 and 380. I don't know what it sells for. So 700, maybe like 500 for a 5-star. Does it actually say? There's no way it says in here, right? Maybe like, it's probably like 500 for a 5-star. So 500 is a little bit of these, like 10 of these, right? So maybe it's even worth going for that. Who knows? But I am going to try to pick up some books on the side. So we'll see how that works out. But either way, guys, good luck building your UDKs. Trust in the new if you want. I'm going to leave this build for a while, see how I like it. And looking forward to see if I can get this switched over to crit damage and then trying them out even more. So guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. And do I got an avatar? What the heck is this? Oh, it's created monster. Cool. All right, guys. I'll catch you later.